So just to share my morning thoughts with you is I'm taking the ANC to the ICJ, the International Court of Justice, because I believe that the ANC, what they've done to this country, deserves to be heard by the International Court of Justice. I could start with our constitutional court, but I don't really have much trust in our constitutional court because this is the same court that told Julius that he can go on and sing kill the boer and kill the farmer and it's okay. So I don't trust them. And I don't know how compromised or captured they are by the ANC anyway. So I'm going straight to the ICJ. So I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I'm taking them to the ICJ. And I want you to join me. I want anybody who's got a legal background to tell me what is the process and how much it's going to cost. What's the process? How much are we talking about? So we can just do it. The number one reason is our murder rate. More than 60 people get killed in South Africa on a daily basis, which amounts to about 27,000 people a year, and the ANC has done nothing about it. Even when the GNU was formed, I thought maybe we're going to find some very, very serious reforms on crime. But nothing has happened. People are still getting killed on a daily basis, including kids that were killed this past weekend. So the fact that we have more than 60 people being killed in our country on a daily basis, the ICJ deserves to hear the case. I don't see why they shouldn't hear the case, because if we're talking about killing of people along the side of genocide, it means that we should be able to put our case to the ICJ and say, hey, this government is killing so many people in their own country and they're not able to protect them, and which is their job constitutionally. The second one is gender-based violence. I know gender-based violence. And a couple of weeks ago, just before the G20, Ramaphosa came on TV and said, oh, well, now we're going to declare a national disaster. What has happened since then? He's not serious about it. He's just declaring it so that people can just stop moaning about it. Guys, I just have to keep checking this mic because I don't know, for some reason it's playing games with me. So the assault on our women and children is enough for us to take the ANC to the International Court of Justice. Because how do you have so many of our women being assaulted, either by their partners or random people, because the crime is so high? That includes our kids. Our girl child is not even safe in this country, but this is the same country that runs to the ICJ for other nonsense that has nothing to do with us. GBV, women and children, that's the second reason. Number 3 is kidnappings. I've mentioned so many times that when I was growing up, kidnappings were in movies, man. Kidnappings was a thing you watch in a movie. It's like, wow, that's how they kidnap people. But now it's happening in our own country. More than 50 kidnappings on a daily basis. And this is happening to our young children, man. Kids, girls. Kidnappings. The ICJ needs to hear the case of hijackings in South Africa, because the kind of hijackings that we have in our country are on a different level. It's more like terrorism, because people get hijacked, they get put in their boot, and then they get driven around, and then they empty their bank accounts and get tortured and get tossed on the side of the road. The ICJ deserves to hear the case about how we get tortured in our country just by driving a car. Hijackings. The fifth reason is open borders. So what has happened with this government is they've opened our borders. They've let people come in with drugs and illegal goods and guns, and then just terrorizing our country. I mean, just like the shootings that happened in Pretoria this past weekend. If those people who committed those crimes are illegal immigrants, they've already crossed the border back into their countries. How are you going to find them? How are you going to profile somebody you don't even know? You cannot. So the fact that this government has opened borders to a point where the crime is so high that we don't know what the hell is going on. People are coming into our country and do whatever the hell they want. The ICJ deserves to hear that case. And actually, I've got a bonus reason to take the ANC to the ICJ. That bonus reason is we spent 1.5 billion rand of taxpayers' money at the Zondo Commission to investigate state capture and corruption in state-owned entities. And we sat and watched this crime play right in front of us. And how many people went to prison? How many people in the ANC, NEC are in that list, and that they're walking around free and they're ministers and earning salaries? How many of them are out there? So the fact that they took our money to investigate what is going on, and then once we find out what's going on, we found out that actually it's them. The same people who are holding government positions are the ones that are doing the corruption. And what happens? 1.5 billion rand later and 3 years later, nobody goes to prison. Nobody goes to trial. The ICJ deserves to hear this. So please, in the comments, tell me how much does it cost and what is the process? Because I've decided to do this, and I want it in the comments. Tell me if you're gonna join me. Until then, stay safe.